Alright, so we're going to take a look at the FunKey S. What is this? Well, let's unbox it and take a look. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the box here. So for those that don't know, this is a keychain sized emulation handheld that is very, very small, and it is designed to emulate a lot of different systems. So it comes with the console. It comes with a USB-C cable for data transfer to transfer your games, ROMs you legally own, and to charge it. And it comes with changeable buttons. I'm not going to change any of that, but you know, there are changeable buttons if you want them. And then you've got the warranty information. And maybe a little bit of like a quick start guide there. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this back, set this aside. Sit over there. Okay, so system itself, you have the keychain. You've got the charging port there. You've got the L and R buttons here. And then on the inside, when you flip it up, it turns on automatically. So you have the start and select, A, B, X, Y, and the D-pad. And then you have the power button. Power button acts as a menu button. So you have volume, brightness, a theme. You can set different themes. I'm actually going to change that. Let's see what the FunKey theme is. I like how quick it is. It's pretty quick when changing the themes. Let's go ahead and do classic. No, this is what he had on before. Let me turn down the brightness a little bit. That'll make it a little bit easier to see, hopefully. Alright, so this thing emulates Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Gear, Sega Master System, Genesis, TurboGrafx-16, Lynx, Neo Geo Pocket, WonderSwan, PlayStation. So it emulates quite a bit. Now the games I'm going to show you. Now there are some homebrew games on here. There are also some games that I put on here myself for my personal collection. So I've got Darkwing Duck here. That's a card I actually own. Show it playing here. Interesting, it's playing it in monochrome when it supports color. Then again, it's probably because of the emulator it's using. And here we are playing Darkwing Duck. Plays pretty well. Very small, but it plays pretty well. Emulation's pretty good. So you get out of the game, you press the menu button, you exit game, hit A, you're out of the game. So you got Donkey Kong on here, some other homebrew. Hit B to go back. We're gonna go to Game Boy Color now. Again, we got some Game Boy or some homebrew games, and I've got a couple of games I put on here myself, my personal collection. Here is Motocross Maniacs 2. Great game, by the way. Another game I actually have the cartridge for. Plays kind of like Excite Bike. It's pretty fun. Alright. Let's exit this here. And then I got Pokemon. And then we got Game Boy Advance. So again, we got some Homebrew. And then I put just a couple of carts here. I have my personal collection, so we got Mario Kart Super Circuit. I'm just going to use random. So I get into the game here. And let me see what the. Let's see what the. Okay, I'm going to do scaled. There we go. So yeah, it plays just fine. Plays Game Boy Advance games real well. Although, I will say the shoulder buttons are really hard to use, that's for sure. Alright, so actually once you're in a game, you can actually come to the menu here. You can choose an aspect ratio, exit the game, adjust the volume, adjust the brightness, as well as do save states. I'm going to exit the game here. Okay, I'm going to hit back or B. I'm going to do it in, actually we're going to do an Nes Blast. Got some Super Nintendo games here. Again, we got some really awesome homebrew games. And then I got to put some actual games on here. Personal collection. Let's do my RPG. I don't understand why it. There we go. If I get that to focus anymore, there we go. Yeah, it plays just fine. No slowdown. The audio's nice. There's no audio choppiness or anything like that. We're gonna exit the game here, so I'm gonna show it loading. Super Mario World, we got Tetris 2, and we got some Game Gear stuff here. Again, we got some homebrew, and then I put a couple of games on here from my personal collection. There's Sonic Chaos, great Sonic game. So I don't know. I don't think it's the emulation that's slow. I think it's just the game that's slow. Although I could be wrong. I haven't played this in quite a while. Yeah, I think it's just the game. The game's just slow. No, maybe not. No, maybe that is the emulator. Okay, yeah, it doesn't feel as fast as it should. Let's go ahead and look at Star Wars. See if that's any faster here with the emulation. Yeah, I think it was just the game. It seems to be playing just fine with Star Wars. Okay, moving on. So let's do Genesis here. So we got some X-Men, let's look at Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Yeah, this is a game in my personal collection. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and just do the default here. Plays pretty smooth. All things considered in this small screen, small handheld. Sounds great, plays great. I mean, this thing's got really great build quality, especially for how small it is. And there's a built-in SD card. It is, I believe, it's behind the battery of this thing. So you actually have to pull it apart in order to get the battery, or to get the SD card. If you really want to get the SD card out. But then again, given the fact that you have the USB connection to access the data directly from a computer, you really don't need to access it, I suppose. Alright, that's enough of Sonic 2. Let's look at... So it's PlayStation. So I went ahead and I put 2 of the games I have in my personal collection on here. I put on Resident Evil 3 and Wild Arms. Now the issue with Resident Evil 3... Now what's cool about this is if you save a state, it'll actually have you auto resume, which is a neat feature. And the game plays really well. But one thing to note with PlayStation is that you don't have the L2 and R2 buttons. So like with Resident Evil 3 here, you can aim, but you can't fire. So it makes playing this game pretty much impossible. Pretty much impossible to play this game. I mean, it looks cool on a small screen, don't get me wrong. It looks really nice, but you just can't play it. I'm gonna go ahead and actually exit the game here and show you the other one, which is a lot more playable and a really awesome game. And that is Wild Arms. A great JRPG for those who have never played it. I highly suggest checking it out. It's a great game. It plays really well on this little handheld. I need to find focus here. So yeah, it plays really well. Surprisingly well, actually. And this game doesn't require, the L2, R2, or anything like that. So this game's pretty playable. And I do have this game in my collection. Okay, alright, now let's look at the NES games. There's actually a couple games I wanted to feature on this thing. Okay. NES. So here we've got. So we have some homebrew, and actually the games I want to feature here are all homebrew. These are all provided to me by the developers of the games, and I just thought that they just need to be shared here. So here's Rolly, a wonderful platformer. I'm not doing too good. But yeah, it plays just fine. Plays real good. Okay, there's some Rolly. Okay, we're gonna take a look at some. Take a look at the day. The day is pretty cool too. This is actually a game that recently got finished. This is I think the first couple of levels on it. I think it's got 2 or 3 levels on this build. It's not the full game, but this is a pretty cool platformer. This is actually a game that I missed the cat. Dang it. That's fine. I'll just die. This is a game that I interviewed the threw the cat prematurely that time too. That's cool. Anyway, it was done by Arcade. Is part of the development team behind this game, and it was awesome to be able to interview Kevin from Arcade. While playing this game was pretty awesome, and like I was saying, it was recently finished. And it's being published by Megacat Studios here in North America. It's being published by Arcade in Europe. So if you guys want a physical cartridge, it will be available. I believe the Kickstarter just ended. If I can get the links, I'll include them in the description here of the video. Actually, I'll do that for all of the homebrew games I'm featuring here, actually. Okay, so that is a day. Okay, let's take a look at one of my all-time favorites here, Alfonso. Love Alfonso. I've reviewed this on Switch. I've reviewed it on NES. This game's great. Done by Spinny Bar Productions. Recently did Jay and Silent Bob Marlboro. This is a great game. Very, very underrated game in my opinion. If you guys got a Switch, you guys got Steam, I highly suggest you seek this game out. It's not very expensive, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. Definitely worth playing. Wasn't worth playing, I wouldn't have reviewed it like what? Twice, 3 times? Something crazy like that. Come on. It doesn't want to break. That's fine. Alright, let's move on to a couple more here. Okay, so let's look at From Below. It's a pretty cool take on Tetris. So, I mean, it feels like Tetris, plays like Tetris, but it's a little different. In the sense you've got the Kraken from below there that pushes the blocks up and just tries to ruin your day here. Really awesome take on Tetris. If I had to recommend a Tetris-like game, I would definitely recommend this one. It's really good. Alright, let's move on here. It's a little bit From Below. Okay, and we're going to look at three more. So here's Bowels of the Beast. This is a extremely difficult platformer. One that I will be covering next week as well. But Yeah, it's it is a hard game, but it is pretty fun. That's enough of that. Don't want to give away too much there. Alright, so here's a game that actually was featured, that Metal Jesus featured, I believe, on his channel. This is Carpet Shark. Pretty interesting game. Did I die? I haven't played much of this game. Yeah, I died. Okay. Okay. Alright, so here's a game that I want to feature here as well. This is going to be the last game I'm going to feature, actually. This is Fire and Rescue. This is done by Skyboy Games. There is going to be a Kickstarter to get an actual cartridge of this game. This game's amazing. This is a game... Oh, jeez. Come on, focus. Thank you. This is a game that I actually reviewed on my channel a bit ago. But you put out fires and rescue people. Oh, and you don't die. That was a bad example there. But and it's really hard to see on the small screen. I won't lie, but it is so much fun. I cannot wait for the cartridge to come out. The cartridge I've seen what the sticker looks like on the cartridge. The cartridge looks really good. This game's really good. But there we go. Got some points there. And there we go. Number one. Yeah, definitely a challenging arcade style game. One of those point chasers, pretty fun, and it plays well on this FunKey S system. So this FunKey is provided to me for purposes of review from Mark of Tapper's Retro Games and Toys. So thank you, Mark, for allowing me to be this here on my channel. Would I recommend getting one of these? Actually, yeah, I would. It's a nice little handheld. I mean, if you don't have anything that emulates these things, and you know you're tight on space, you don't have a lot of room, or you want something that literally can pretty much fit anywhere, and it can emulate everything from the NES to the PS1. This is the game to get, or this is the little handle to get. This is very much worth it. Play a variety of games in a very very small form factor, and yeah, build quality is great. A lot of the games play really great. Yeah, definitely recommend something like this. It's really small, compact. I mean, look at this. Look at that. I mean, that's small. This is really small, and it plays the games real well. Aside from obviously the shoulder buttons, but yeah, nice little small form factor. Great little device. So yeah, I want to thank Mark of Tapper's Retro Games and Toys for allowing me to review this here on my channel. It's a nice little system. One I can definitely recommend. If you want to get this for yourself, I will leave the link to get it in the description down below. As always, I will have a link to these games I'm featuring on the channel, or on the description as well, so you guys can check them out. See what the games are all about. Got some great homebrew games. Some of them I've reviewed, some of them I haven't. For those that I have reviewed, I will leave the description, or leave links in the description so you can check out the in-depth reviews I've got for those. You can check out everything about the games as well with the links. I'll leave a FunKey link. I'll leave all the links. All the links I can. So yeah, that'll do it here. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing. As always, till next time. Take care and happy gaming.